year. Ryan Clark, how many touchdown passes for Baker Mayfield against the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I think Baker Mayfield gets one touchdown. This is going to be a game, I believe, they come out and try to protect him. We all know about T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward, those guys that rush the passer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So you're going to want to lean on that run game. And even though you have running backs down, you know with a guy like Dearness Johnson, a guy like Felton, that you could get things done. And you're going to protect Baker at all costs to make sure he's healthy throughout the rest of the season. One touchdown for Baker Mayfield.
All right, well, let's dig in on that a little bit because he can't throw a touchdown if he is not playing. And we've been talking about this. He's got that left shoulder injury, that non-throwing shoulder, missed the last game, definitely wants to play, but the Browns still haven't decided whether they're going to do it or not. RC, what would you need to see from Baker to convince you to put him in this game?
I mean, you have to make sure Baker can protect himself when he's falling to the ground, like you see here with J.J. Watt, that Baker can be comfortable in the pocket when things collapse on him, that he's mobile enough or confident enough to be mobile to get in and outside the pocket so he can do some of the things that make Baker Mayfield a solid starting NFL quarterback. And if he can't do those things, if he can't drive the football down the field, if that shoulder is hindering him in any way, I don't believe you should start Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, since he's been injured, to me is a bottom third quarterback. He's not a quarterback that they're winning in spite of. He's not a quarterback that they're winning with. He's actually hurting the team. And so if Baker Mayfield can't be who he truly is, I don't believe he should start, especially when you have an experienced backup like Case Keenum.
Hey, what do you think, Acho?
Yeah, well, he's hurting the team and he's hurting himself, right? Like Baker Mayfield has to be able to not only protect the team and help the team win, but protect his arm, right? When you fall on the ground and you injure yourself even more, I understand wanting to be a superhero, but sometimes these injuries hurt you for the present and for the future. If Case Keenum can win you a few games, beat the Steelers this week and continue winning, you can get healthy for when it really matters, December, maybe even playoffs. But if you try and go out there now and just tough it out and be this big, bad, tough guy and get hurt even worse, then you're hurting. Then it's not good for anybody.
Sacho, isn't that what football players are though? Football players are big, bad, tough guys. That's why, that's why we do what we do. That's why Baker Mayfield does what he does. And I don't think it's about being a big, bad, tough guy. I think it's about being a competitor. And so if you're Kevin Stefanski and this team, you have to understand what Baker Mayfield means for your future, both near and far.
Right, but the thing is, like, sometimes us big, bad, tough guys got to be protected from ourselves. Like, that's the thing. Even I go to to Dak Prescott, right? Dak Prescott early in the preseason, this injury, he wanted to go back and do it, and it hurt him, kept him out even longer. And so, like, I'm with you. That's who we are. That's who Baker is, right? Many guys could not have played with the injury that Baker has, but Baker's saying, I'm going to tough it out and figure it out. But, man, I'm thinking, Baker, if you want your team to be successful for the long run, maybe you let it heal for a little bit while you have a formidable backup in Case Keenum.
So he's had a couple weeks to rest.
Absolutely.
Rob, what goes into this decision for you?
I mean, can he throw the football down the field? And that's what he has to do. We all know you can hand the football off. The backup can hand the football off. Can you make the throws down the field? That's what you have to be able to do. You have to be able to get out of the pocket and scramble around and buy time. And another thing that you have to look at here is the business decision for himself. If Baker Mayfield goes out there and does not look good, does that hurt his chances in the future for getting a contract extension? Is he losing money if he goes out there and looks terrible? So he has to understand, what am I going to do for the best interest of myself and for the football team? If you go out there and you look poor, it's going to look bad. They're going to put the backup in, and you might lose some money.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a lose-lose, right? Because if you go out there and you look bad, now all of a sudden you have bad film out there, which no one wants bad film out there. Then you go out there and you don't play, and then Case Keenum wins you games, and all of a sudden you're expendable. So it's almost this tough situation. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. What do I do? The only win in this situation is really there's two. One, Baker, you stay healthy, get better, and you look healthy in a few weeks. Or number two, you go out there and you find a way to tough it out and help your team win football games. But RC made some great points earlier. Since he's been injured, he has not looked like a good NFL quarterback. He's been far below average.
And I would say this, a lot of the motivation for a player to play hurt, and I know I did this, I'm sure you did this, is because you don't want someone to take your job. Yeah. So you go out there and you do whatever it takes to make sure that you don't lose your spot because you don't want to be replaced.
One thing I am keeping an eye on here is the revenge factor. RC, the Steelers are 22-6-1 against the Browns under Mike Tomlin, but the Browns won the last two, including the playoff game. Is Pittsburgh going to be wired for revenge in this one?
You know what? I don't think it works that way. You know what I mean? Like, Cleveland should have been trying to get revenge on Pittsburgh since forever. Like, they be getting stumped out. We would go up there and stump a mud hole in Cleveland. And it wasn't like, oh, they stumped a mud hole in us twice last year. They beat us at home and they beat us in Pittsburgh. We're going to come back and beat them. And so I don't think it's about revenge for this team. If you listen to Mike Tomlin and the way that he addressed some of those USC rumors, you can tell that this dude is singularly focused on winning this football game. He's not going to bring up what happened in the playoffs. He's not going to bring up what happened in the last week of the football season. He's going to talk about the 3-3 Pittsburgh Steelers and what they have to do to beat the 4-3 Cleveland Browns. And that's going to be the focus. When you have dudes on your team or quarterback on your team or coach on your team that has won a Super Bowl and that has been to multiple, they understand what a regular season week is about. They understand what emotions don't carry over. And so they'll know that it's about focusing on practicing this week each and every day and understanding what it will take to win this game this weekend.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.